Good afternoon. This is Janet McElligott in Los Angeles. I wanted to come and talk to you today about what's happening in Darfur in terms of a war against women. Rape is being used as a weapon, and it is becoming more and more common for the women of Darfur. The fact that the United States, as well as other countries, are insisting that the Sudanese army negotiate with the RSF in hopes of ending this war are unrealistic because of the barbarity that we see on behalf of the terrorist group, the Rapid Support Forces. When the Rapid Support Forces went into Darfur, I want you to remember this woman, Dr. Hanadi. Dr. Hanadi was a camp doctor who was slaughtered by the RSF because she picked up a kitchen knife to defend herself and the women of her camp against rape. The United Nations recently came out with a report saying violence against women has increased exponentially in Darfur. Once they killed Dr. Hanadi, they saw how efficient this was. They began using drones to target people, to push them like cattle into areas where they were gang raping women. I'm going to show you a picture. This is where the RSF has their airports, their specialized areas. And this aerial photograph has been passed to me by some of the activists of Sudan. Now, here's another photograph that I have gotten a lot of. I hope you can see what this says. It reads on the side. Let me see if I can just read it out to you, or I'm just going to make it bigger. Do you see where it says Emirates Red Crescent? I am getting confirmation. I have asked for official confirmation for this because it is believed and it has been collected by many of the Sudanese in the area that these boxes that are marked with Emirates Red Crescent aid, as for the Red Crescent is similar, for those of you who are Americans, it's similar to the ICRC, the International Committee of the Red Cross. This is how they've been smuggling guns in. They've used those airports and the map I showed you. They have utilized drones to herd people into areas for raping them and pillaging them. And to say that rape is only used against women is incorrect. They have raped men. They have castrated men. And they are barbaric. The United States needs to recognize and understand that this war is unlike others. Because these people who are killing civilians have been using their jeeps to run over them and crush their rib cages to see how long it takes to kill someone with a jeep. And it's not just one. I've gotten about 15 different photographs. And these photographs and these videos are taken by the RSF themselves. They're not taken by Sudanese who are standing there watching that are civilians. The RSF is passing them around like candy, and they think it's funny. I don't see anything humorous in this. These are a complete violation of the Geneva Convention. That's been thrown out the window. These barbaric acts are subhuman. The Sudanese people themselves will never accept any of the Janjaweed. Janjaweed, by the way, means devil on horseback. They've traded their horses in for jeeps that have been supplied by the United Arab Emirates. So when some of this was presented in a very recent U.S. congressional hearing and presented to Secretary of State Marco Rubio, he didn't answer the questions. Why don't we care? Why aren't we doing something? he became very frustrated, and all he said is, we have to deal with the UAE. Well, you know what? We have to deal with our own mortality and morality as well. We need to stand up for American ideals again, instead of just the almighty dollar. So Washington, I beg of you, allow the Sudanese ambassador to the United Nations to present the information on how this is happening. I'm unlike a lot of Americans. I was a part of the Small Arms and Light Weapons Committee of Geneva, and my job for, I think it was 5 years, was to go in and look at gun running. I've been to every state in North and South Sudan and many other places in Africa. I've never seen something like this. So I am asking all Americans, all Canadians, all Mexicans, all Asians, all Europeans, all Arabs, and all Africans, the globe, including Australia and the South Pacific. Let's stand up for these people who have no voice. Utilize social media. And to show that I'm even advancing, I called my nephew. He was out riding his bike, and I asked him, how do you do a YouTube channel? So Charlie created this for me. Because Facebook deletes things, and listen, this is all gray hair. Charlie created a YouTube channel to put Facebook Live videos in. If you want to understand the history of what's going on, I think some of those videos have been deleted from Facebook, which is why Charlie did this for me. Just go on that YouTube thing. It's just Janet McElligott, or at Janet MCE. And I'll continue to put stuff up there. I don't know how to use it just yet, but he's going to teach me. So use your voice. Use our collective voice. We need to tell our politicians what we want, and then we need to demand from them our humanity reaches to Africa. Thank you.